It does not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the NutriBurst, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There's just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit. And get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Married at First Sight review. This, it flames, on the side of my face, breathing, like I just don't want it to be 2 hours. Why can't it stop at some point? I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about Married at First Sight. As much as I enjoy the show, I find myself dreading it because it's so long. And there are so many dragged out moments in which we talk about and have the same conversation over and over and over and over again. And I'm exhausted. So, let's start with Virginia and Eric, shall we? So, first of all, they tell us that Virginia's password is her dog's name, and then she tells us her dog's name. And I'm sure it's some variation of which it would be so difficult to think about, but then not really if we really wanted to try. But either way, they discuss having each other's passwords. 2 things: cell phones, accounts, what have you. And that conversation parlays its way into Eric expressing that he doesn't want Virginia speaking to her exes, whether through text message or on social media. And I just kind of felt like, here we go again with the controlling shit. And here's the thing. So what if you like an ex's picture on social media? What does that mean exactly? Nothing. It means nothing. I follow a slew, okay? And right now I can think off the top of my head, I follow 3 exes right now that I could think of that's on my timeline at any given day. It's not that serious. Sometimes I see they shit, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like their posts, sometimes they like mine. It's not a big deal, okay? Nobody, is checking for them like that. Like your baby cute, like whatever. So I feel like when people put these parameters on such, minuscule things to me, it's rather annoying. However, I do understand that people cheat through social media, and I understand that. But I feel like at some point you have to trust your partner because you can cheat any kind of way. It doesn't, you don't even have to know what I'm doing and I can still be doing it. So it's just kind of like, it's best just to not even do all of that. If you feel like you have to check somebody's text messages, if you feel like you have to, be all in somebody's phone with what they doing, then you probably don't trust them. And that's indicative of a bigger problem. So start there. They talk to Dr. Viviana and they discuss how they have different worldviews. And we know what this means. Eric's a Trump supporter. Like, we know what this means. Okay. And then him saying that Virginia was the one with the problem. It was really disrespectful to me because I feel like it totally negates the fact that something could be wrong with the way you think and relate to the world. But whatever. Okay, fine. But I just feel like that goes along with the way he approaches everything about Virginia as if she just doesn't know any better. He knows better. And that's just what it is. And there's no bending on that. Not really. You know what I'm saying? So their relationship is just super duper weird to me because it's like in one moment we're seeing all of these huge red flags. And then in another moment, they can't stop touching each other or kissing each other and telling, everybody about how great their relationship is. And I was watching Niecy's review. And we're doing the ladies first panel every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be on Jamie It's Me's channel this week. And we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight and Queen Sugar and several other shows that I review myself, but just getting other people's opinions on them. And Niecy is a part of said panel if you guys did not know. And I was watching her video earlier today and she made a really, really good point about how their relationship is only as good as it seems because it's being compared to the other shit show relationships on Married at First Sight. Okay, so is it really good or is it really good in comparison to the other relationships that are struggling as well? They also have an issue with the kids. She doesn't want to rush to have children. She's still in her mid-20s, well, she's 26 or something like that. It's understandable if she wants to wait until she's in her 30s to have a child. It's totally understandable. She's going to go through some type of change once she gets into her 30s anyway. So if she wants to wait, so be it. If it happens, then that's great as well. But I feel like if she has rules for her womb, then those rules should be respected. And him feeling like he's not gonna wait 10 years to have kids as if it's really a big deal. You're a man. You'll be able to have kids for the rest of your fucking life, okay? And if you take care of yourself, then you'll be able to keep up with said kids. It's not a big deal for you to have your kids at 40, dude. Cut it out. But I feel like this is one of those things that it's a huge red flag. Will you be able to get past him constantly passive aggressively pushing his feelings on you and then acting like you're the one with the problem? It's quite annoying to me. Eric does express that he's scared that Virginia is going to cheat on him. He keeps saying that he's not scared she's going to cheat on him. But that's something that's happened in every relationship in the past, which is probably why he tries to have this control, but it also may be a reason for the cheating. You have to ask yourself, are you this person in all of your relationships, regardless to what happened beforehand? Are you always this controlling? I need you to not be texting this person and I need you to not have a relationship with that person. It's a lot to me. When you really think about it, it's a lot to put all of that on another person. Do you trust them or not? If you don't trust them, then like Dr. Viviana said, y'all need to be having a different conversation. Virginia talks about how growing up in a dysfunctional family, as far as her being used as a tool in her mom and dad's bullshit, how that has made her very cautious about bringing children into the world because she does not want to put them through that. That was very traumatic for her. And they're cute right now, but eventually his views, the way he feels about how she should be, acting and who she be talking to, all of that will eventually work itself into bigger issues. Your problems only get more, exasperated as time goes on, into a marriage. So I just kind of feel like, I don't know if they're going to stay together. So yeah, it would beg to question if they should be rushing to have children. So Virginia puts together like a romantic night for them, and they try to just continue to ride the wave of their honeymoon phase. You know what I'm saying? They eat fruit and they ask each other questions, and it's all cute and everything. And I feel like it was another example of them going along and ignoring the issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just going to continue to have sex and focus on the things we have in common. And that's what most people do in relationships when things aren't working out. But the issues are still going to be there. It is what it is. Like, this will be an argument you guys will probably go back to over the years if you stay together. And some arguments you're just going to have over and over again. And it's not even like it's the same argument, but you're with the same person, and y'all are not going to always agree on everything. Y'all are not going to always have the same mindset on things. But the politics shit becomes a human issue, and I feel like nobody wants to marry and have children with a racist or a sexist or someone who is going to put those same negative narratives and attitudes that we have that we need to get a better control over. Like, we don't need people who are going to continue to instill that in more generations of children. Like, we don't need more bigots. Like, we just really don't. So y'all, Vince and Brianna talked to Dr. Viviana, and they discuss how the joking between the two of them has gone great, but it can sometimes be taken the wrong way, specifically by Vincent. And Dr. Viviana tells him that he needs to learn how to say how he feels in the moment instead of, getting upset and then, getting quiet or having an attitude and getting angry. Like, just say what it is in the moment so she can understand and you can gain clarity on what's actually being said versus what is going on behind, your insecurities. They move on to the salsa class, and he admits that he was trying to be smooth, and instead he got embarrassed because, his shirt was too tight, like I told y'all, and he was hot, but he apologizes to Brianna for the way he acted because she did not deserve that, and he needs to learn how to handle things better. He also says he doesn't want her to be scared to express herself, but the way they have fostered this relationship, she has no choice. She has no choice. And don't act like, you're not some, child or some toddler or some kid that needs to be coddled. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you get upset and feel insecure because someone giggles about you wasting champagne on the floor or on your shirt, if you get upset because you can't get the dance moves in a dance class where y'all are learning a dance and she also can't get the dance moves and it's about having fun, you're always worried about how you're being perceived. You're always in a space of wondering, am I embarrassing myself? And that's way too much pressure to put on yourself. Sometimes you're going to embarrass yourself. Sometimes you're going to trip and fall. And it's going to be funny. And you just laugh and you get over it. Like, it happens. We're humans. Nobody's walking around being smooth perfection every day, all day. They may look like it, but they're not. She tells him that he needs to just be comfortable being himself because she loves him and is into him for exactly who he is. And I think he needed to hear that. And that was great. But I'm wondering, will he still have these moments? Because they've had this conversation about him popping off about, whatever, So I'm just kind of wondering if this is actually going to be fixed. But later on, they play a game and they blindfold one another and they ask each other questions about the other person. And it's cute. They have a good time with one another and it's all sweet and smiles and giggles. And, I was smiling the whole time. But then, next episode, I wonder, will we still be in this place? Or will we have another scene where Vincent acts like a toddler who's having a temper tantrum over absolutely nothing? I wonder. Paige and Chris, our favorite couple, aren't they? Oh my God. So Paige and Chris called themselves having a reset. I thought that was ridiculous from the very beginning. Like, no, we don't need a reset. No. This needs to be OV. This needs to be over. We need to let this go, Paige. It's time. It's time. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it feels terrible to be into someone, to give them your body, and then feel like those same feelings and efforts are not being reciprocated. And it's like a feeling of needing to feel like they're feeling you, needing to feel like the feeling is mutual. And anytime they give you a little bit of attention, it makes you feel, so much gratification because you're not getting it at all. And what you need to understand is that there's a reason why you're not being given what you want. And that's because they really don't want to give it to you. And if that is the case, you need to then take your feelings out of it, pull your pussy up, and back out of the situation and let it be what it is. It's called self-respect. It has to happen at some point. You can't continue to give people chance after chance after chance to disregard you. It's not a good look for you. It's not a good look. But they were supposed to be building a friendship. Okay, how are we going to be friends, Chris? I don't understand. What about Chris fosters friendship? What about the relationship that you've had with him this entire time has been fun and lighthearted and just a really good time? It has not happened. It's been sex and bullshit. That's what it's been. So she hasn't heard from him since the last time they talked. And he ignored the phone call that she did give to him. Then they are meeting with Dr. Viviana, and he says that, he paused his thoughts about divorce for now. And I'm like, what does that mean? You are not engaging in a relationship with Paige, but you're leaving the door open so you can go to her and get laid. Like, I am so exhausted. So exhausted with the two of these people. Then he sits there on his phone, doesn't talk to her, doesn't engage. Dr. Viviana gets there. He says that the whole situation, getting married and then finding out that his ex was pregnant, has been depressing for him. And then Paige says for her, this has been a whole nightmare, okay? And she has her wants, and she would like for them to talk at least once a day, text maybe, have some type of interaction if we're actually trying to work on a relationship. Because Chris, you say that's what you want. When you tell someone that you're no longer thinking about divorce and you're engaging in therapy, you're trying to work on the relationship, right? So why are you half-assing it? Like, if you don't want to be with her, don't be with her. Say that. But stop giving mixed signals. Like, what is that about? He says he doesn't want to feel forced. Dr. Viviana says this is the least forced situation I've seen. She just wants a phone call, a text message. How is that too much? He says that he would rather do it in person, hang out, meet up, go out to eat. And Dr. Viviana says, well, that's more than she's asking for. Why are you being confusing? And eventually they decide to pick a day and decide what they're going to do. He doesn't want to play games. He doesn't want to watch a movie. Well, what do you want to do then, Chris? He wants to bring her some food over on a Wednesday and have Bible study. I said, oh, Bible study? Oh, yeah, we need some Jesus in this. I said, oh, okay. I got it. So we got to call Jesus because Jesus wasn't here? Oh, okay. I don't like when people use God or religion to validate their bullshit. And that is exactly what Chris is doing right now. So he shows up to Paige's place with food, like I said, and no Bible verses. Nothing to add to this conversation but his cell phone and expectations of Paige. She pulls out a Bible verse. They talk. She blames herself for allowing him to feel alone during the honeymoon because she didn't want to push him over the edge. Oh, I get it. So you're going to apologize and take blame for a situation that you didn't know how to handle because this fool couldn't handle his own emotions? Okay, Paige, continue to be stupid. I see where we are with it. And just when you think she couldn't be dumb enough and couldn't look dumb enough, like she's so stupid, then he says that he wants to let her know that he bought Mercedes, a brand new Mercedes, because he feels his child should be ridden around in a chariot. because a Honda wouldn't do. Of course, now Paige is feeling exactly what she complained about at the beginning of this conversation, which is being put on the back burner when she was supposed to be first, because that is what he told her. But I just kind of feel like, Paige, at what point are you going to understand that this is bullshit and stop expecting so much from him? At what point are you going to detach? At what point are you going to stop trying to make fetch happen? It's not happening. You're embarrassing yourself. So Ryan and Clara, you guys, they ask each other questions about what it would take for Ryan to be intimate, or I'm sorry, for him not to be intimate with Clara. Like, they're already doing that. And he says a lack of trust. Everything is about trust and commitment. And I'm like, Ryan, what is the sitch, honey? Why can't you just say what it is? And I want people to stop using the fact that he has a family in the church for why he can't have a simple conversation about sex. I want people to stop making sex taboo. Stop making it the dirty thing that we can't talk about because, oh my God, someone's gonna hear it. Like, everybody has sex. It is a part of life. It is natural. It is what we do to procreate. It is what we do to feel closer to one another. A lot of us use it as a coping mechanism. Okay? A lot of us use it as a way to fall asleep. But either way, it is a part of life in a way that everything else is. So it is so annoying to me when grown-ass people can't answer simple questions about what sexual position do you prefer? What is it going to take for us to actually hunch? Why can't we have this conversation without you acting, like somebody is embarrassing you? Everybody has sex. Have the conversation. What is the damn problem? Clara lets us know that she had an ex that she was with for 3 years, and they basically only had sex a few times a year. And so for her, there is a disconnect between sex and emotional, connection. And for me, I feel like sex provides emotional connection when it's with someone you have an emotional connection with. So I don't understand how you can be in a relationship with someone and there be no emotional connection in the sex because y'all are together. It's not like it's a one-night stand or sex with someone you're never going to see again or someone you don't have a relationship with, but you're in a relationship. So I don't understand how those two things don't connect for Clara. But I do understand now why Ryan withholding sex is such an issue for her. And it makes me mad at the experts because what the fuck were y'all thinking matching her with someone who has the exact issue that she has such anxiety about? Like, that's not exactly a good thing to put her with someone who may be a virgin, who may not want to have sex. And first of all, I don't know a woman that wants to have sex with a man that has never had sex before. It's too much of an art for you to be out here playing for the first time and not know what you're doing. I'm sorry, especially as an adult. It'd be different if we were young and, doing this, we're both getting married and having sex for the first time together. Like, that whole thing is one thing. But as adults, 20-something-year-old adults meeting each other, deciding to get married at first sight, the fact that you could possibly be a virgin and never divulge that information is a lot. It's really, really a lot. And it's making me start to get annoyed with Ryan and just kind of feel like Clara should just tap out. If he's going to withhold sex, then she needs to withhold something as well. Jacob and Haley, you guys, they're still arguing. Dr. Viviana asked about their relationship as far as the sex is concerned. Like, you were feeling him at one point because you guys had sex, right? And Jacob says that Haley told him she did it because she felt like she had to, not because she really wanted to. And that obviously hurt his feelings and has him feeling away. Okay, so he's completely kind of, tapped out of this situation. Haley says that she doesn't connect to him and that she felt like she was doing everything. And I was just kind of like, I do understand because Jacob has already said he's not an actions type of person. But I also feel like he engages with her, to me, in a way that shows that he is trying. And I feel like it's not good enough because either the sex was bad and he did something to turn her off that she's just not wanting to be honest about, or she's just as, nitpicky and, anal as her people say she is. And I really think that's what it is. I think it's more so Haley's issues than it is Jacob's issue. I really, really do. But ultimately, Dr. Viviana wants them to try to create some level of intimacy. So maybe they can start kissing in the morning and kissing at night, Haley doesn't know if she's exactly comfortable with that. And they decide instead to just, lay in the bed together. And, it's cool. It's cool. But she's not attracted to him. She's not attracted to him. I'm not exactly sure why, but she's not. And I kind of feel like, what else can you do? I know attraction isn't just about sex. It isn't just about a physical thing all the time. But when that isn't there, I don't know what else you can do. But anyway, you guys, that was Married at First Sight. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Road to 100,000. Please share this with people you know enjoy this show. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.